Hi, my name is Kristen and my practice is Well Balanced. I'm going to share a little personal story of what I'm walking into very soon, very quickly here, probably in another month, is my husband and I bought a healing farm. And it is a story that's been unfolding in my life for about 3.5, 4 years, that I just kept getting the message that we were going to own a healing farm one day. And I didn't know how or when or where or why we would be given this farm, but I knew that's where God was calling my practice. So I'm going to, over the next year or so, as we go through this journey of going to our healing farm, I want to keep you guys abreast on just how this whole thing is unfolding. What I want to start with today is, first of all, I have a very thriving practice here in Phoenix. I am a fascial stretch therapist, a Reiki practitioner, and a somatic experience practitioner. I do yoga and all these healing modalities. My business is thriving here in Phoenix, but I had been feeling called towards moving out more into the country and becoming more of a trauma specialist, still working with pain, but also I'm getting certified to become a trauma specialist soon. So here's how it's going to work. I have no idea how my business is going to transform into well balanced out in the country. In the city, yes, I know how it looks, and I've got my clientele, and that's very comfortable. So now as we are moving out to the country, what I'm doing is, in my quietness and stillness, giving gratitude and thanks for all that God has already given us, and sanctifying the property that we are moving to. So I sit there and I ask God to come in, and I just picture every part of that property being lit up with His holiness. Every part of our house, every part of the community around us, and even the place that I'm going to go and get my certification. I just see God's love and God's light sanctifying this area. And then I picture what my practice is going to look like there. So in the quietness and stillness, I put my practice, so let's say my practice is well balanced. I'll put it like right out in front of me in my mind's eye, and I grow a root to it to ground this energy. And then I start piling in all the things that I see, how this practice is going to go. I see people coming and getting healing. I see my intuition getting stronger. I see God's healing come in and doing profound prophetic healing. I see our animals that we're going to get, that are going to be healing animals, helping people heal. I see my yoga practice growing and helping people to heal and come into wholeness. I see my meditation practice growing and helping people to heal and come into wholeness. Like, I see the whole thing. I even see what I'm wearing quite often, and I see the space, and I see where people park, and I walk them into the space, and I see the sessions. I see them feeling the healing and receiving the healing. And I do this, and I've been doing this quite often. So then I see God's light. Once I get my business to where I feel like where God's telling me to dream about and sanctify it, I see God's light come in and attach to the top of my business in my mind's eye, right? As I am manifesting this, right? Asking God to come in and do all this. Then I see Him take the business away to the light. And I trust that I asked, I shall receive. I am not responsible for the timing of how this works. I'm not responsible for the how, when, or where, or why. All I'm responsible for is asking and feeling and seeing as if the answer is already there, and then trusting and walking into it. You see, my business is very intuitive, and I do get a lot of messages because I am so, I spend so much time in quietness that I hear quite often divine messages of where I know God's calling, and they don't make sense, because the logical sense would be to stay in Phoenix. We love our house, we love our friends, our family, everyone's here. But I know God's calling us somewhere different. And so this is just the beginning steps, and I will walk through this just because I know that it helps for me to hear other people's journeys of stepping out into the unknown, into the adventure and the wonder and the mystery of life that God has for all of us. It just sometimes feels scary, like we don't know how to manipulate it. But guess what? You don't need to. All you need to do is present it, feel the answer, see it, give gratitude and thanks for it's already here. We're just not responsible for when it actually manifests into our lives, and let it go. And so this is just one of my many videos you'll get of our healing farm, Well Balanced Farm. Thank you and have a great day.